Okay, we're back, and I haven't calmed down at all because I literally pushed stop and pushed play again. So let's fucking go in here.
Under Azura's star, the door is opened.
Yeah, thank you. Glad that that's what happened. Okay, so we're in the Cavern of the Incarnate now. Hooray. How many videos do I even have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We can't be up to 7. I'll need to check that. See this ring? I'm having trouble. Moon and Star.
Nerevar reborn,
Oh god.
incarnate. Your first 3 trials are finished. Now, 2 new trials lie before you. Seek the Ashlander Ashcans and the Great House Councillors. 4 tribes must name you Nerevarine. 3 houses must name you Hortator. My servant, Nabane Mesa, shall be your guide. And when you are Hortator and Nerevarine, when you have stood before the false gods and freed the heart from its prison, heal my people and restore Morrowind. Do this for me, and with my blessing.
Well. Thanks, Jesus. We'll just, shit, where'd you people come from? Anyway, we'll just do that. The thing I find weird is that Azura is the patron of the Nerevarine. It's apparently Nerevarine, but fuck that, I'm gonna say Nerevarine. I think it's weird that she's the patron deity of, like, she's talking about, like, save my people. She didn't create the Dunmer. The Dunmer attribute their creation to Boethia, who's not the same person at all, so whatever. Alright, well, let's talk to these people. Peakstar. Hey, we heard your name once. Wasn't that, weren't you mentioned in the same breath with Nerevarine once? Welcome, incarnate, moon and star reborn, Hortator Nerevarine, mourner of the tribe unmourned, redeemer of the false gods. I am Peakstar. I was not the one, but I wait and hope. Ask, and I shall answer if wisdom guides me. You're not the one? I am a failed incarnate. So are all these who remain here with me in the Cavern of the Incarnate. I survived the Blight, but I fell in battle with an ash vampire. I could not master the arts of war. Nor could I learn the ways of the great houses. They would not have accepted me as Hortator. Take these few poor things. They are of no use to me. So you get, Peakstar's belt and travel-stained pants. Wisdom guides you? I will answer when I can and with what I know, but the visions of Azura are often obscure for 2 reasons. 1, because the future cannot be known, and choices may always be made. 2, because truth is not clear or simple. Azura's riddles warn us to think long and hard. They force us to search carefully for truth and meaning, and not to rely only on impulse and force. Really? Really? We have to sit around and think about this fucking riddle to find this cave? You are full of shit, Peakstar! You can ask about other things. Tribe unmourned. Pity Dagoth-Ur in the 6th house. All they do, all they are, is foul and evil. But they began in brightness and honor, and the cause of their fall was their loyal service to you, Lord Nerevar. You told Lord Dagoth to guard the profane tools beneath Red Mountain, and thus he was tempted. He did your bidding when he tried to keep these tools from the tribunal, and so he hates you who betrayed him, and the tribunal who mocked his honor, attacked him, and stole the profane tools for their own use. Profane tools? What are you talking about? Tagranak, high priest of the Dwemer, forged enchanted artifacts to steal the power of the gods. Nerevar fought the Dwemer to prevent this blasphemy, but Dagoth-Ur took these tools to make himself a god, and the tribunal took these tools to make themselves gods. Though the tribunal sought to do good with their power, they are tainted by the same corrupt desires that moved Dagoth-Ur. Oh, well, that's gross. Moon and Star? You bear the Moon and Star, the ring of Nerevarine. Many deny. You are Nerevar reborn, the prophesied incarnate. The temple will know you as an enemy, ordinators will mark you for death, and the tribunal faithful of the great houses will hate and fear you. The doubters of the tribes will test your strength and doubt your honor. You will be known. You must prepare and be ready. She has other shit to say, false gods, tribunal, You can talk to all of them. I don't really want to read everything they have to say, because that will take forever. Welcome, incarnate. I am Anataria. I am not the one, but I wait and hope. Ask, and I shall tell you my story. Yes, do tell. We'll at least do the story for all of the failed incarnates, because I think it's kind of interesting. I was a holy crusader of the temple in the golden era of the tribunate, or tribunate, I'm not sure. I contributed substantially to the writings that were later suppressed by the temple and now would be called the Apocrypha. Well, that's interesting. I followed the tribunal unquestioningly to my regret. I never believed in the Nerevarine prophecies until it was too late. Take my humble possessions with my blessing. So she'll give you a mace and 36 lessons of Vivek. You will get over encumbered in here. It's just a fact of life. You're probably carrying too much to begin with because you've got this stupid shadow shield. So, you know, go ahead and find it. You can drop things if you really don't want them. Like, I probably won't be using this mace, so I'm just going to go ahead and drop it right in front of Anataria. Sorry, but I can't really carry your really heavy shit, so. Here's Erudan. Welcome, Incarnate. I am Erudan. I was not the one, but I wait in hope. Ask and I shall tell you my story. I saw Morrowind fall to the Empire. I lived through the humiliation of the surrender, swore hatred and vengeance against Imperial and Tribunal alike for their betrayals. In later years, I despaired and turned to Red Mountain, where I grew old and died fighting the Blight and Red Mountain monsters. Take my weapons and armor. I have no further use for them. Okay. We're over encumbered again, because his shit's really heavy. He has this cuirass. It restores health and fatigue, but it's medium armor, so I won't be using it. And, he had a weapon too, maybe? Spear. Erudan Sphere does poison damage. But again, we don't use spears, so thank you, but we're good. These two look like they're talking. Konun Chodala. Welcome, Incarnate. I am Konun Chodala. I was not the one, but I wait and hope. Ask and I shall tell you my story. I was an Ashcan. I led my people against the Akaviri while the Cyrodiil dogs fled before them like Kagauti. I quested deep into the strongholds in Red Mountain, cleansing the unclean things in their own blood. I did not heed the counsel of the women, and to my shame, I craved glory, but I never saw my real enemies. My axe and boots are yours with my blessing. You can go ahead and check these out too. He's got a glass axe, fortify attack. We don't use it. And he's got these boots. They're light boots. Fortify endurance. What the fuck kind of armor are these? I don't even know. And fortify speed when you cast them. I'm actually going to go ahead and equip these, because that's pretty sweet. And we'll just drop these glass boots because we can't carry them. Jesus Christ, what are we still carrying? This goddamn shadow shield. These stupid pants. Actually, these are some pretty good pants. I don't remember what Caius's pants do. Oh, they're the chameleon ones. Fuck that. We'd rather have some levitation pants. Yes. However, we also don't want to drop that. And, this star is actually really good. It's good for when you're doing your persuasion-y type shit. What do we drop? Shit, we've got too much fucking stuff! Well, let's eat a potion. That's one thing we can do. Oh, there. That dropped it down. Sorry. Didn't mean to turn on the console. Or turn on auto run. I can see through your hair. That's a little weird. Alright. Idreni Nerothan. Welcome, Incarnate. I am Idreni Nerothan. I was not the one, but I wait and hope. Ask and I shall tell you my story. Yes. I lived in the late years of the Tribunate, and behind the scenes I helped us demoralize and then repel the Akaviri invaders. I knew nothing of the Nerevarine or Dagoth Ur until I took refuge with Ashlanders. I died a fool, trying to loot ruined Kogarun. Here, take these. Maybe there's something in the world left worth stealing. Then you get a lockpick. Oh my god, a lockpick and a probe over-encumbered me. This is super bullshit. It's probably because I have like 1 billion of these. I have too fucking many of these. Let's go ahead and drop like fucking half. We don't even need 50. I'm sorry, I keep hearing noises. Yeah, that knocked a whole lot of space out. Alright, this is Hortled. Welcome, Incarnate. I am Hortled. I was not the one, but I wait and hope. Ask and I shall tell you my story. I died 400 years ago in the last days of turmoil and unrest after the Empire came to Morrowind. I was a thinker and not a doer, and though I was marked by the stars, I was not a hero. Take these things of mine, my bones won't complain. So from him, you get Sithis. I want to say it's a weapon, but I don't know for sure. Maybe it's a book. Or a belt? I don't know. What the fuck is it? Hortled's robe. Turn undead. What? Okay. Neat. Thank you. Could be a book. Speaking of... Oh, yeah, it is a book. Your alteration skill was raised. Thanks. Thanks, buddy. Gonna go ahead and drop that. We also got 36 lessons of Vivek. Your heavy armor skill raises from that. awesome, don't even use heavy armor, so that was great, but, you know, hey. So that's everybody. And you've officially found the stupid goddamn Cavern of the Incarnate. You can come back and your stuff will still be here if you want to sell it or something. Or use it, you know, whatever you really want to do is fine. You can see through their heads, which I think is a little weird, because I don't think that's how ghosts would actually work, but hey. So now that we've done that, we need to go back and talk to Nibani Maisa, because we have to tell her what happened. So, go ahead and teleport back if you've got this, mod. I don't know if I ever said what it was technically called. Oh, cancel. Shit. But it's called Vardenfell Travel Agency. And, you can just download it online. Just Google search Vardenfell Travel Agency and you can find it. You'll have to buy the rings from Ravir, the trader in Balmora. And, I'm gonna talk to Sulmatul first, because he did give us this quest. And they cost a lot of money. The Morrowind one costs 11,000 gold. I think Blood Moon and Tribunal cost 8,000, and the Ashlanders is 6,000. So if you just want it for the Ashlanders, then by all means, just raise 6,000 gold, you know, just no big fucking deal, and then buy that one. I know it's a lot of money. This is why I hack them in, because I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I don't really want to raise that much money just to get some rings. And I'm cheating anyway, so screw it. Alright, let's talk to Sulmatul. You have passed the 3rd trial. Before you lies the 4th trial and the 5th trial. I've spoken with Nibani Maisa, and I know these trials. You wish to be called Urshulaku Nerevarine, but first, would you hear the counsel of Sulmatul? I didn't really realize he was going to do this. I thought we had to activate the 4th and 5th trials with Nibani, but whatever. Yes, we would hear the counsel of Sulmatul. Good. First, I would give you warning. When you are called Nerevarine, the word must spread, and many must hear. Your enemies will hear and come seeking your blood, and such friends as you may have among the great houses, those who heed the words of the temple, they may forget their love for you. If you have business with the people of the houses and temple, you may wish to conduct that business first, before you are named Nerevarine. Second, I tell you, seek the counsel of wise woman Nibani Maisa, for you are an outlander and ignorant of the ways of our people. Nibani Maisa can tell you of these other tribes, of their ways and of their ashcans. If you do not know these things, you will make many mistakes and waste precious time. That is my counsel. Now, if you wish to be named Urshulaku Nerevarine, we may speak of these things. Yes, please, I would. Very well, you wish to be called Nerevarine. I know you, and am disposed to do so. But first we must speak of need and duty. Before I name you Nerevarine, you must understand why a war leader is needed, so you may tell others. And before I name you Nerevarine, I must see that you know your duty. Only when we have spoken of these things shall I call you Nerevarine. Alright, need. Know the words of the prophecies. The curse of Degath-ur and the 6th house threatens our land. The false gods lie and offer false hope of protection. You bear the moon and star of Nerevar. Azura's hand is upon you. These are the proofs you must show to all people as Urshulaku Nerevarine. Alright, and, duty? You shall be Nerevarine of all the tribes and Hortator of all the great houses. You shall eat the sin of the unmourned house and free the false gods. You must defeat the 6th house and Degath-ur. You must free the tribunal from their curse. This is the burden of prophecy. This shall be your duty as Urshulaku Nerevarine. Okay? Now that I've heard those, can you name me Nerevarine? Before my hearth and kin and before the people of the wastes, I name you Urshulaku Nerevarine, war leader of the Urshulaku and protector of the people. In token of this, I give you the teeth, which shall be a sign to all Dunmer that you are the Nerevarine, and that the Urshulaku shall follow you in all things, even unto death, until the enemy is defeated, or until you are dead, or until you give this back into my hand. So you get the teeth of the Urshulaku. I think it's a necklace. Or a ring? I don't know. I can't really tell what that is. But we're gonna go ahead and equip it, because that's fucking sick. We could use to avoid some, maybe it isn't. What the fuck is it? I don't even know what it is. A belt? Can I look at myself? I don't seem to be wearing it. Anyway, well, thank you. It's very kind, to give me your stuff. So, let's go talk to Nibani Maisa. Find out what else we need to do. Being named Urshulaku Nerevarine is the easiest of the 4 Ashlander tribes, because obviously they already know you. Nibani Maisa. I shall be your guide to the 7 trials in the path to Nerevarine. Ask and I shall answer with Azura's blessing. Okay. 4th trial. The 4th trial is, A stranger's voice unites the houses. 3 halls call him Hortator. When you have been named Hortator by each of the 3 great houses of Vardenfell, come to me for further guidance, for you will have passed the 4th trial. Okay, what about 5th? The 5th trial is, a stranger's hand unites the Valathi. 4 tribes call him Nerevarine. The 4 tribes are the 4 tribes of Vardenfell, the Urshalaku, the Ahimusa, the Zainab, and the Erebenim son. When you have been named Nerevarine by each of the 4 Ashlander tribes of Vardenfell, come to me for further guidance, for you have passed the 5th trial. So, we need to be named Hortator. So, let's ask what that means. When a greater enemy threatens, the great houses put aside their quarrels and choose a Hortator, a single war leader to lead all the houses. Only a great house council can name a Hortator, and all councils must agree. Speak with the Redoran councillors, Hlalu councillors, and Telvanni councillors. Prove to them that Dagath threatens. When you are named Redoran Hortator, Hlalu Hortator, and Telvanni Hortator, only then will you be the Hortator named in prophecy. You can talk to her about each of the Hortator quests. Hlalu. The Hlalu are great traders, keen for profit and subtle with words. It will be hard to find someone you can trust, perhaps impossible. You may have to fight with words to find the truth. Beware of tricks and lies. Seek behind appearances. Look for hidden power. Be wary. Be suspicious. So that's, they're the sneaky house. Redoran is the fighty house. To put it in child's words, I guess. I do not know the ways of the settled people, but I do know in the Council of Chiefs you must cultivate a friend and beware an enemy. Find one who is willing or who is well disposed to you, win him, and use him to win the others. And the most powerful chief, he is most likely an enemy, since he loves his power and hates to share it. Recognize your enemy and prepare for him. That is a pretty good prediction of Redoran. I'll get into it when we go do that quest, but when she says that the most powerful chief is probably an enemy, she's not just pulling that out of her ass. He is our enemy. Lastly is Telvanni Hortator. I do not know the ways of wizards. I have heard they honor the tests of life and death as we do. The ones who live a long time. The ones who die are forgotten. They are old and strange and terrible. I know little, but I am afraid, and that is my counsel to you. Be afraid. It is no time to be bold and careless, and it is no time to hoard your treasures. With wizards, there are no second chances. Also good advice. The Telvanni are kind of fucked up, so... Alright, with that done, I'm going to go ahead and call this video quits, and when we come back, we're going to begin the Hortator quests. I think we'll start with Hlalu, because Hlalu is my personal favorite house, and I don't know, I think it's the easiest because most of the counselors you can pay off, so when we come back, that's what we'll start.